Did you know that lions once walked on the stone floors of ancient Rome's Colosseum, right beneath crowds of cheering Romans? Or that those same lions, brought in from faraway lands like North Africa, were sometimes part of shows that had nothing to do with battles at all? And here's another curious thing: the roar of a lion was once considered as thrilling to Roman citizens as a full orchestra might be to us today. Now, if you're feeling a little nervous about ancient lions prowling around, don't worry, the only thing roaring tonight is your snore. And even that might sound majestic after a long, cozy yawn. This video is here to help you rest. It's gentle, calm, and sleepy. You don't need to remember any dates or names. Just let the slow rhythm and soft words settle you in, like a pillow wrapped in time. So, let's begin, softly, gently, drifting back, a long, long way, to ancient Rome. Rome, the city of marble and dust, where warm sun fell on the cobblestones and people in sandals shuffled through white stone archways. Among the most famous buildings of this ancient city was the Colosseum, a great circle of stone rising into the sky. If you stood close enough, you could almost hear echoes, distant footsteps, murmuring crowds, and maybe, just maybe, the distant growl of something wild. The Colosseum was built for shows. Not like the ones we have today with lights and music, but still meant to impress. It could hold around 50,000 people. That's a lot of people sitting close together, waiting to be amazed. They would enter early in the day, clutching pieces of clay that told them where to sit. The sun would climb slowly, warming their faces as they waited. And sometimes, part of that amazement included lions. Golden lions with strong muscles and large paws. These were not lions from Roman lands. They were brought from forests and plains far away. Their journey took many weeks, maybe months. On wooden ships across the sea, then by wagon, walking along the roads of Rome, until finally, they arrived at the gates of the Colosseum. Inside the arena, there were hidden places beneath the floor. These underground rooms were dark and cool, with pulleys and ropes, platforms that could lift animals into the center of the arena, suddenly, as if by magic. A lion might appear this way, raised up into the sunlight, blinking at the crowd, taking slow, heavy steps across the sand. The people would gasp. Some would cheer. Others might just stare. But not every show was a fight. Sometimes, animals were displayed as wonders. Roman emperors liked to show the world how powerful they were by collecting creatures from every corner of their empire. Lions were part of this. The emperor might sit beneath a canopy, watching proudly, as lions wandered the arena peacefully, calm and quiet. Just walking. Breathing. Stretching. Like giant house cats with golden manes. The Colosseum was not always noisy. In the early morning, before the shows began, it would be nearly silent. Dust floated in the air. Light crept in through tall arches. Somewhere below, a lion might shift its weight and let out a soft huff, not a roar, just a breath. A reminder that life still moved in the shadows. You can rest now, knowing that these lions, the wild, were part of a world now frozen in stone. The Colosseum is still there, though the lions are long gone. Tourists walk through it today, marveling at what once was. But tonight, in your mind, you can sit quietly in one of those ancient seats. The sun is warm on your skin. You hear the slow rumble of paws across the sand. And nothing is expected of you. You can simply be still. Take a deep breath. Let your body soften. Let your thoughts drift, the way a lion might lazily flick its tail before curling up for a nap beneath a stone arch. Lions in ancient Rome were sometimes used in battle scenes, but other times, they were dressed in flowers. Yes, flowers. Soft garlands placed around their necks, their manes brushed and combed. They were symbols of wild nature, tamed, or so the Romans liked to believe. But in truth, lions were never truly tamed. They were respected, admired, feared, but always themselves. Even emperors would pause before looking a lion in the eye. And now, imagine the gentle rhythm of a lion's breath, in and out, steady, like waves rolling to shore. That's how you can breathe now. Slowly. Calmly. In time, the Colosseum began to change. Shows became less popular. People started to prefer quieter entertainments. The lions disappeared from the arena, sent away or simply faded into history. And the great amphitheater, once full of noise and cheers, began to fall asleep too. Stones crumbled. Vines grew. Birds nested in the cracks. It became a place of memory, a quiet echo of the past. And that's where we are now. Not in the noise of history, but in its calm afterthought. In its softness. If you listen carefully, maybe you can hear the faint footsteps of someone long ago, walking slowly through the empty corridors. Or the shuffle of straw where a lion once slept, curled in a quiet corner, dreaming of wide-open skies. So let your body rest, the way Rome rests now, still and silent beneath the stars. You don't have to hold on to any names, or dates, or worries. Just let them drift. Like dust in the sunlight. Your breath moves like the breeze through a Roman arch. Your thoughts settle like leaves on ancient stone. Time moves softly here. There is no rush. In this moment, there is only peace. The lions sleep. The crowds are gone. And you are safe, calm, and free to rest as long as you need. You've wandered far, through the quiet chambers of history. Now let yourself wander even farther, into dreams. Gentle dreams. Slow dreams. Dreams without lions, or crowds, or noise, unless you want them there. And if they come, they'll come quietly. Like golden cats in the dust. Just passing by. Sleep well. Sleep deeply. Rome will be waiting, in the morning. And as you continue to drift, imagine the soft golden light of dawn over ancient Rome. The sky pale and pink above the rooftops. The streets quiet. Only the soft sweep of a broom somewhere far away, brushing dust off stone. Maybe you're still sitting quietly in the Colosseum, your eyes half closed, the stone beneath you warm from the sun, and the echo of lions' paws still moving gently across the sand in your mind. There's no need to do anything now. You're safe here. Nothing is expected of you. You can close your eyes if you haven't already, or let them rest just barely open, soft and heavy. The world outside can wait. Inside this soft, slow place, time is gentle. There's no beginning or end. Just the hush of a sleeping city, and the memory of something ancient and calm. The lions of Rome are long gone. Their footsteps faded. Their roars silent now. But in your imagination, they can still exist, in a peaceful way, not fierce, not dangerous, just graceful and slow. Moving through tall grass. Or resting in a quiet patch of sun. You can see them as you like. Majestic, but soft. Wild, but at peace. Like dreams walking. Even the crowds are quiet now. Thousands of people once sat shoulder to shoulder, watching with wide eyes. But now, the stands are empty. Only a few birds fly above, dipping between the tall arches. The wind moves softly, stirring the air, brushing past you like a gentle whisper. You're still here, in this in-between place. Not quite waking, not fully dreaming. And that's okay. You don't need to decide. Just float. Let your breath come slowly again. In and out, like the tide. Like a curtain moving in the breeze. Like the soft exhale of a lion settling down to sleep. There is a calm in this ancient place, a quiet that has lasted for centuries. The Colosseum may have been filled with noise once, but time has softened its sharp edges. The stones are worn smooth. The colors faded. Even the sunlight feels slow here. Some say that at night, when the moon is high, the Colosseum glows a little. Not with light, exactly, but with memory. As if all those moments, all those footsteps, all those roars and cheers and silences are still floating there, just out of reach. It's not spooky, just soft. A gentle hum of the past. You can imagine walking through the empty halls now. Your steps are light. The air is cool. You hear the quiet scrape of your sandals or maybe your barefoot touching the smooth stone. The walls are tall, but not looming. They feel safe, sheltering. You turn a corner, and for a moment, you see a lion. But it doesn't startle you. It's lying down, eyes half closed. It doesn't notice you. Or maybe it does, and just chooses not to react. It knows you are not a threat. It's just another dreamer, like you. You walk past, slow and steady. The lion breathes in and out. So do you. And farther along, you find a small arch, and through it, the open sky. You step into the sunlight. It's warm. It touches your skin like soft cloth. You lie down, maybe on the grass that has grown up through the stone. Maybe on a patch of sand, warmed by the day. And here, you rest. Nothing around you moves too fast. Everything stretches, unhurried. Like sleep itself. The lions were once brought to roam with great effort. Through mountains and rivers and seas. But now, they belong to a different kind of story, not one of violence, but of memory. Of reverence. Of dreaming. And you, too, are part of the story now. A quiet visitor in a world that's still and old and endlessly calm. If you want, you can imagine more lions. Gentle ones. One curled up beside you, like a large warm pet. Breathing slow. Its chest rising and falling. Maybe it purrs, softly, a sound like distant thunder made tame. Or maybe it's completely still, just like you, drifting deeper into quiet. You can stay here as long as you like. There's no need to leave. No one calling your name. No bells. No voices. Just the sound of sleep, slipping through the arches of time. Everything repeats in soft cycles. The sun rises and sets. The crowd gathers and disappears. The lion wakes and sleeps again. Just like you. There is no rush. You are not late for anything. You are not behind. You are not expected to do more. Here, in this moment, you are exactly where you need to be. Breathe gently. Let your shoulders fall. Let your hands rest. Let your mind wander, slowly, through quiet corridors of thought. The lions are asleep. The city is quiet. The wind has settled. And you are floating now. Not walking, not watching, not thinking too hard. Just floating, like a leaf in slow water. Let yourself be carried. Let yourself drift. And if sleep hasn't arrived yet, that's okay too. You're already resting. Already relaxing. Already sinking into softness. Let every breath guide you deeper. Let every word be a lullaby from the past. You're safe here. Warm. Still. Like the dust in Rome's afternoon light, dancing gently before it settles. And you, too, are settling now. No need to remember where the lions came from. No need to recall how many seats the Colosseum had. No need to try. Just be. Let your eyelids feel heavy. Let your thoughts slow down. The world has paused for you. And there's no better time than now to drift away. Into the quiet. Into the stillness. Into sleep. And still, you're here, resting gently in the ash of ancient stone. The dream continues, without urgency, without rules. Just soft, slow motion. Time doesn't tick loudly in this place. It glides like a breeze through olive trees, weaving between broken columns, slipping past sleeping lions and empty steps. The Colosseum waits quietly in the distance of your mind. You've walked its paths, you've heard the sigh of the wind through its arches. Now, maybe you're resting just outside of it, beneath the shade of a quiet tree. The leaves above rustle gently, like whispers. You don't need to listen. Just feel the softness of the moment. Even in ancient days, there are quiet mornings like this. Before the noise. Before the footsteps. When the city stretched its limbs slowly. When the only sounds were doves cooing on rooftops, and the light touch of sandals brushing the earth. Imagine that you're there, or maybe that you've always been there. A slow spirit among ruins. No shape. No form. just the soft awareness of rest. The lions are not your worry. They're resting too. Perhaps one is stretched beside a sunny patch of stone, paws crossed, eyes blinking slowly, as if caught in a daydream of its own. You don't need to know what comes next. You don't need to remember what came before. You are here now, in a place where history has become lullaby. And even the fiercest creatures have learned how to nap. So many years have passed since Rome was young. Stones that once echoed with footsteps now hold moss and quiet. Shadows drift gently over the same ground lions once walked. Everything that felt loud then is soft now. And the stories they left behind? They've slowed down, too, into something gentle enough to sleep to. Let your breath match that pace. In and out. The kind of breath that comes when the day is done and the bed is warm. The kind that says, nothing more is needed. All is well. If thoughts come, and they might, let them drift like small clouds over the Colosseum sky. No need to chase them. No need to hold on. Just let them pass. Let them soften. Let them blur. Because here, lions don't roar. They sigh. They stretch. They yawn wide, then rest their heads between their paws. Their tails flick once, then stillness. Even the crowds, those massive seas of people once buzzing with excitement, are quiet now in your memory. Their voices have faded into a single hum, like a lullaby sung from far away. And even that hum is growing fainter, melting into silence. You are wrapped in that silence. Gently. Like a blanket made of stories. Like the sky wrapping itself around the ruins, turning gold, then violet, then dusk. Let yourself grow heavy, the way a lion melts into the ground when it lies down. Nothing tight. Nothing stiff. Every part of you softening. Your shoulders, your hands, your jaw. Letting go. Letting be. You may be lying in your bed now, far from Rome, far from the Colosseum, but in your mind, it's not far at all. It's just beyond the edge of sleep. Just behind a veil of dreams. You can return there any time. Walk its corridors. Sit in its quiet seats. Watch the lions move slowly through the sand, not with fear, but with wonder. Everything fierce can become soft with time. Even stone crumbles. Even roars fade. Even the brightest midday sun settles into twilight. There are soft echoes in your ears now. Not loud. Just traces. The sound of claws over stone. The flap of a banner in the breeze. The hush of a breath just before falling asleep. And you are falling now. Slowly. Peacefully. If sleep hasn't come, it's okay. You are already halfway there. You're in the quietest part of the story. Where nothing more needs to happen. Where stillness is the star of the show. Let that stillness wrap around you like warm air. Let your muscles forget they were ever busy. Let your thoughts become softer than silk, drifting through a quiet dream realm where nothing hurts and nothing rushes. Perhaps the lion turns its head one last time, eyes meeting yours. It doesn't roar. It just blinks, slowly, in that ancient, knowing way. Then it lowers its head again and rests. Maybe it's dreaming of home, a place even older than Rome, where grass sways in a never-ending wind. And maybe you are too. Dreaming of distant places that don't have names. Or maybe not dreaming at all. Just floating. Breathing. Being. In this place, there is no clock. No wait. No decision. Just comfort. Just the rhythm of sleep moving nearer. The lions are no longer part of a show. They've left the stage of history and entered your quiet world now. They do not perform. They only rest. And so can you. Feel the way the air slows down. Feel how each breath is easier than the last. Each heartbeat softer. Let yourself go deeper into the stillness. Like stepping down, one slow stare at a time, into calm. There's no need to hurry. The dream is waiting for you. Still. Patient. Familiar. Your body knows this place. Your thoughts know how to be quiet here. Let them fade, like footprints in sand, blown gently away. In this world, lions walk slowly. The Colosseum stands quietly. And you, dear listener, are safe. Resting. Warm. Let sleep come now. Like a curtain drawn softly across the day. Like a lion curling into the corner of your imagination, purring gently as it sleeps. Like Rome, settling once again beneath the stars. And still, the quiet continues. Deeper now, like a river flowing gently underground, beneath layers of history and sleep. You haven't left the Colosseum, not really. It lives somewhere inside you now, like a slow memory, echoing softly as you breathe. You're not walking anymore. You're simply floating, slowly turning with the still air, your thoughts lighter than dust, your mind softer than silk. Even if your eyes are still open, they may feel heavier now, and that's all right. This isn't a place you need to see. It's a place you feel. A place of warmth and shadows and faraway sounds, the kind of sounds that don't demand anything of you. The hush of air moving through arches. The gentle scuff of a lion's paw on dry sand. The echo of quiet voices long gone, blending into silence like mist. You might be lying down in the arena itself, though no one is watching now. The crowd is gone. The emperor's seat is empty. The sun moves slowly above, without hurry, and its rays brush the curve of the stone like fingers smoothing out a blanket. The ground beneath you is firm, but not cold. It remembers thousands of years of footsteps and stories, and it holds you now, calmly. The lions are no longer pacing. They've curled up in the shade, slow breathing rising and falling. You could almost imagine the sound of their breath syncing with your own, steady, easy, like waves washing against the shore of sleep. Maybe you reach out in this dream and touch the stone beside you. It's rough, worn smooth in places by time. It feels solid, but not hard. Just ancient. Just still. Like it's been waiting for you to arrive here, and now that you have, it can finally rest a little more deeply. So can you. Your muscles melt more with every breath. Your mind floats lower with every word. There is no tension here. No past or future tugging at your thoughts. Just this one moment, stretched wide and slow, where you are allowed to do absolutely nothing. If thoughts come, let them pass like small birds in a pale sky. Not distractions, just visitors. No need to chase them. No need to follow. Let them fly on. The sky will hold them, and you don't have to. There's something comforting about how old everything here is. How even the most powerful parts of history have softened. The battles are over. The roars are quiet. The crowds have faded. What remains is calm. Stone. Sunlight. Sleep. Imagine that the wind carries away the noise. Imagine that every worry you brought with you has drifted through the arches and disappeared into the night. There's nothing left now but peace. The lion beside you sighs again. It doesn't need anything from you. It's not here to perform. It's not here to frighten. It's simply resting. Just like you. Two creatures from different times, sharing the same stillness. You might imagine it yawns, a wide, slow yawn that shows its sharp teeth, not in threat, just in tiredness. Then it lays its heavy head down and closes its eyes. And now, even that movement fades into stillness. The shadows grow longer, but there's no chill. The air remains warm. Everything is moving in the direction of night, but slowly. Softly. You are not being pushed or pulled. You're just floating with the day's final breath. Perhaps, in another part of the Colosseum, a fountain trickles. You can hear the water gently tapping into a stone basin. The rhythm is slow. The sound is delicate. Another lullaby for the city, sung not in words, but in motion. Rome sleeps too, you know. The city that never truly stops also pauses. Beneath windows and behind ivy-covered walls, people rest. Cats stretch across warm roofs. The moon rises, pale and kind. And over the ruins, a hush settles like a soft blanket. And you are wrapped in that hush. You don't need to stay in the Colosseum now. You can drift farther. Maybe through the Forum, where old columns stand like ancient sentries. Or past the Palatine Hill, where emperors once dreamed. But none of it matters. You don't need to remember names or places. You don't need to hold anything in your hands. Let it all slip away. Each breath is slower now. Each thought quieter. The body loose and still. The mind unburdened. It's a kind of freedom, this sleepiness. A soft surrender. Not giving up, just giving in, to comfort, to stillness, to rest. The lions, the stone, the sun, the sky, they've all stopped moving. And so have you. And if you're not quite asleep yet, that's fine. You're close. So close. Hovering just above the dream, like a leaf floating above still water. Let yourself dip lower. Let the dream catch you. Let sleep welcome you in. Nothing more is needed now. No more remembering. No more thinking. Just resting. Even the earth beneath Rome has layers upon layers of stories. Each one tucked beneath the next, pressed into time. And you, too, are part of that gentle layering now. A soft breath in the endless hush. A dream in the great sleep of history. There is no end to this calm. Only deeper versions of it. Only quieter echoes. Only longer sighs. So take one more breath, and let yourself drift, wherever the lions go, when they sleep, under ancient skies. Sleep well. Stay as long as you like. The Colosseum will still be there, when morning comes. And still, the silence deepens. Not darker, not heavier, just softer. Like a feather drifting downward through layers of sleep. You are resting now, not just in body but in spirit, surrounded by the old, slow breath of a world that has long since let go of noise and urgency. There is no rush here. You are allowed to linger. Perhaps the sky has shifted above you once more. From warm twilight to a deep and gentle night. The stars begin to appear, one by one, not flashing, not blinking, but quietly glowing in place. Ancient stars, seen by ancient eyes. Roman eyes. And now yours. Your gaze joins theirs, from across the centuries, in peaceful silence. The lion nearby has not moved. Its shape is barely visible in the starlight, its breath slow and steady, like yours. Its ears twitch softly, but its body is still. It dreams, perhaps. You do not know what a lion dreams, but maybe it dreams of the sound of wind across a wide plain, or the distant scent of earth and rain. Maybe it dreams of nothing at all, just peace, wrapped in instinct, wrapped in sleep. And maybe you, too, are dreaming without realizing it. Thoughts have thinned out like smoke in the air. Memories fade. Words slow. There is no more story to follow. No more lions to watch. Only drifting now. Only sinking, softly, into the deepest folds of rest. You might picture yourself lying on ancient stone, or in a field beyond the city, or in a quiet room filled with moonlight. The shape doesn't matter. The peace is the same. Your breath, still gentle, still even. Your body, heavier, warmer, as if the earth itself is holding you carefully, without pressure, without expectation. You are not alone, and yet you are untouched. The lions rest nearby. The ruins stand still. The sky watches silently. Everything is calm, and everything allows you to just be. And if your mind starts to wander, let it. Like a slow walk through an empty street, cobblestones underfoot, shadows long and soft. Each corner brings another moment of stillness. Another breeze that carries no message, only ease. The kind of wandering that asks nothing of you. You are free to go wherever your thoughts take you. Or to go nowhere at all. You might see torches flickering on old walls, or hear the soft trickle of a fountain deep within the garden of a Roman villa. You might walk through ivy-draped arches or past statues worn smooth with time. But you don't need to see everything clearly. It's not about the detail. It's about the feeling. That hush. That welcome. That sense that everything is slowing down, even memory. Because even memory rests, sometimes. Even thoughts grow tired. Even lions, with their great strength and sharp eyes, must lie down, close their eyes, and disappear into sleep. You are doing what everything in the world does, eventually. Sinking into stillness. It may feel like floating. Or drifting. Or just soft quiet. Let it take whatever shape it wants. Let it change. Let it melt and reform and stretch and fade. You are safe, in all its forms. Your breathing is steady. Your body knows what to do. You don't have to try. You're already doing it. And the Colosseum, that old circle of stone, remains in the distance. Or maybe you're still within its walls. Either way, it's part of your dream now. A place you can visit any time, when you need rest. Its arches are soft-edged in moonlight. Its stories are not loud anymore. They whisper now. They hum. They soothe. The lions have become part of that hum. No longer symbols of fear or spectacle, but symbols of stillness. Power that has chosen quiet. Movement that has chosen sleep. And you, too, have chosen this. This gentle pause. This sacred slowing down. Even now, the world around you may be full of motion, but none of it touches you here. The city may stir, people may speak, lights may blink far away. But not in this space. Here, you are untouched. Still. Resting inside something timeless. Let yourself sink even deeper, like a stone falling through layers of warm water. There's no end to how deep you can go. No bottom. Just deeper softness. Deeper comfort. No resistance. Only welcome. The ground beneath you is ancient and wise. It holds the dreams of thousands who came before you. You don't have to know their names. You don't have to know their stories. You just share their sleep. The deep, dreamless kind that comes after long days. The kind that heals, slowly, gently, without asking anything of you. And if your breath pauses for a moment, or your thoughts dip into darkness, that's okay. That's part of the rhythm. Part of the letting go. Let yourself go further now. Beyond the lion. Beyond the arches. Beyond the stars. Into something softer than thought. Nothing is chasing you. Nothing is waiting. Nothing needs to be done. The Colosseum will wait. The lion will sleep. The stars will shine. And you will rest. That is enough. Sleep now, soft and slow. The story continues without you. And when you return, it will be right where you left it. Waiting. Until then, drift. Float. Disappear into the calm. Rome is sleeping too.